Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $20 Big Money ticket. This is part of the December 2024 series of tickets that will be coming out in Texas on the 2nd of December. Now, this one is a number match game, and there are three symbols you can find. There's a treasure chest for an instant win. There is a 10x, and there is a 20x symbol. And then there are three bonus spots up here towards the top of the ticket. If you can find two matching symbols, you win the corresponding amount of money. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.73, and it does look like you can win anywhere from 20 bucks up to $1 million. Yeah, nothing crazy is standing out on the prize structure. I mean, I do think the odds are too long for the $1 million top prize, but that's about it. So we will mention taxes in Texas for any prize over $5,000. They're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect how I view these top two prizes. So instead of what we see here on the screen, I'm going to view these as $7,600 and then the top prize as $760,000. And with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 74 and 75%. This is above the minimum 70% payout that we look for on all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 74% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are actually going to see 74% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $200 prize level. So if you are playing this game, when you do win on it, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between 20 bucks and $200. There's also a split there at the $200 prize level. It's about 83 to 17. So about 83% of these $200 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure. The other 17% are going to join all the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that only about 1 in every 373 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $7,460 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's important information to note if you are thinking about playing the game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 68 and 69%. This is way above the minimum 60% payout that we look for the bottom 99% of prize value in each game that we review. And this is actually pretty high. Normally I say, a really good bottom 99% payout is 70%. So this is getting pretty close to that. So I'll be interested to see how this lines up with other Texas $20 tickets. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $20 tickets. You can see the data point for big money all the way over here on the right. And so you can see there was a decrease in value from the previous $20 ticket, the $100, $200, $500, or $1,000 ticket. And yeah, I mean, usually when I see a decrease in value like this, I suggest it might be a good time to put on the brakes and not buy the ticket, just because with every ticket you buy, you're communicating approval of what your state lottery is doing. And at least for me, I don't want to communicate approval when my state lottery is taking value out of a ticket. I want to communicate the message of, hey, we see what you're doing, we don't like it, we don't deserve it, and we're not going to buy the ticket when you do that. And so this is probably a ticket that I wouldn't buy just on principle alone to send that message. Now, if you are buying $20 tickets in Texas, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every column. So if you're playing for overall value, that $100, $200, $500, $1,000 ticket that recently came out has the highest value of any $20 ticket we've seen in Texas. If you're playing for odds, $1 million Lotteria has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, the $100, $200, $500, $1,000 ticket has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. And then if you're more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, $1 million cash blast has the most money at the top of the prize structure. And if you're going to get that, it needs to happen soon, because at least on the Texas Lottery website, they're saying they're going to discontinue it, even though no top prizes have been hit. Why they're doing that, I know why they're doing it. It's because if they don't have to pay out any top prizes, they come out way ahead. And so shame on the Texas Lottery for doing that. But anyways, yeah, we also are keeping track of top prizes over here as well, if you're interested in that. Now here on this page, we're ranking Texas $20 tickets based on overall payout. 74.41 was good enough for 7th place on this list. And so, yeah, I mean, we'll see this in a minute. These are not great values for $20 tickets. They're not going to be the worst, but they could definitely be a lot better than what they are. So, even though it's kind of in the top half of the list, not great. Now here on this page, we are ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. Here, what's the name of this ticket again? Big Money. Oh, it's in 6th place overall. So it is one of the friendlier tickets to average players in this $20 ticket category in Texas. So I think a lot of people will like this one. So yeah, this is going to be probably a crowd favorite. Here on this page, we get to compare $20 tickets across states. And this is an important page because you get to compare, how your state is doing with other states in the same category of tickets. So 74.41 was not good enough to break the top 35 list. And so, yeah, I think that's something that the Texas Lottery overall has a problem with, being competitive with what other states are doing. And that's one of the purposes of this channel, to kind of expose states that are, putting out tickets with lower payouts than they should. And so, Texas definitely falls in that category, because you can see, it's not uncommon for states to offer 75, 76, 77% on these $20 tickets. And then we really want to pay attention to Massachusetts. The $20 ticket category is one of their strongest. They're regularly putting out $20 tickets at 81% payout. And we have to ask the question, if they can put out, $20 tickets at 80%, 81% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is Texas putting out $20 tickets at 74% payout? That's over 6.5 percentage points less than what Massachusetts did on this Bonanza ticket. And that 6.5% is a massive amount of money when you think about how many tickets go into just one game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $20 price tag, and that's $200 million wrapped up in just one scratch game. And 6.5% of $200 million is $13 million that the Massachusetts Lottery is putting into the hands of its players, that the Texas Lottery is basically stealing from its players. I hate to see scratch players get taken advantage of, but if you've watched the Texas videos at all, the Texas Lottery is one of the worst at taking advantage of its players. Now here on this page, we are looking at the comparison across states for the bottom 99% payout. Here, Texas takes up a lot of the spots, and the reason for that is because Texas really, they have a tendency to load the bottom of the prize structure with a lot of value, and then there's really not enough to justify buying the ticket at the top. You really want to have good payout in both areas, bottom 99% and top 1%. Texas really has a problem with putting enough value up there at the top. And it's a really deceitful move that they make, because it makes their tickets seem really, really good. That's why, if you watch Texas Scratchers on YouTube or whatever, that they win, they are winning, but they never win big money. They're winning small amounts, but they never win big money. And so it's because of this deceitful, prize structure that the Texas Lottery uses. Now here on this page, this is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this big money ticket. The best $2 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia. It had 75% payout. That's over a half a percentage point more than what you're getting from a $20 ticket in Texas. That's a shame. And then the best $5 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, had 77% payout. That's over 3 full percentage points more than what you're getting from a $20 ticket in Texas. This is embarrassing for the Texas Lottery. This is backwards. It shouldn't happen. You have cheaper tickets that have higher payouts than more expensive tickets. Texas Lottery should be embarrassed about this. They should be ashamed of how they're treating their customers, and how, they should be ashamed of ripping people off and taking advantage of them. And they should be apologetic and, be working on a way to give back to the scratchers that have lost a lot of money unnecessarily on these tickets. And then here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. Yeah, I mean, to make it on this list, you have to have at least 79.5% payout. This new big money ticket has 74% payout, way off the list, which is a shame because every 20, there shouldn't be a bunch of $10 tickets on the leaderboard here. It should be filled with $100, $50, $30, $20 tickets. And so it's a problem that the other states besides Massachusetts need to figure out. And then here on this page are the friendliest tickets that we've reviewed on the channel. 68.57 was not good enough to make this list either. So yeah, you can pause that and look at it if you would like. But that's about it for the Texas Lottery $20 big money ticket. Definitely not the worst $20 ticket we've seen, but way, way far away from where it should be. Yeah, I mean, the Texas Lottery shouldn't be holding back $13 million from the people who play these games. This should have, closer to that 80% mark, not 74%. So anyways, that's about it for this video. It's not a ticket that I would buy, not one that I would recommend that you buy. But Texas just, it's not a good state for scratchers, unfortunately. So anyways, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.